one thing that we find as parents is the importance of being consistent. Consistent with feedings when they're babies, and then when they're older with school and discipline and everything else in our kids' lives. So we know that we have to keep a regular schedule for our kids' sake and for our sanity. And as our kids grow, we can feel that responsibility get more and more. And so we foolishly think that if we just try harder, then we can do better. So then we end up teaching our kids that when things get hard, the correct response is to just try harder. We tell them that the answer is within them. We end up teaching our kids that we can take the world and whatever the world throws at us if we just try harder. But if we know the gospel, then we know that that could not really be further from the truth. The reality is that we cannot be perfectly consistent. Our kids do not need to see that we are consistently good at what we do. What our kids need most is to see that we are consistently going to God in prayer, especially when we're faced with challenges. Our trajectory matters more than our perfect consistency. We are finite beings that cannot see what's coming next, so we can look to the one who is always perfectly consistent. I long for spiritual growth, both for me and in my children, to be linear, but it never is. And for that fact, nothing that has a refining effect, like marriage or community or friendship, ever progresses like we want it to. And therein lies the beauty. Our inconsistency allows us to model a consistent need for Christ. Throughout our days on this side of heaven, we have an ever-present opportunity to go to the foot of the cross again and again. This is ultimately what our children need to see most from us. The single most valuable lesson we can give our children is the neediness, is our neediness, because it points them to Christ. In this, redemption becomes visible to our children, and we are truly a vessel through which God is glorified. Here's one way we can do this. First, we can read Job 38 through 39 to remember our lack of wisdom. Second, we can go to Psalm 139 to remember God's infinite wisdom. And third, we can pray. Be sure to read the blog and to put the Family Devotions and Missions Challenge on your calendar. And please know that I am always here for you.